Hey everybody, Steve Vigil here again, and wanted to bring you yet again, some good education about passive investing, about being a private lender, all of that entails, all the different things there are out there that I think we should know or need to know about becoming a private lender. We want to be a passive investor and put our money to work, but there's a lot of things that we don't necessarily know, especially if we haven't ever done this before, especially if this is a totally new concept to us. And for a lot of us, it is a new concept. We grow up seeing the traditional ways of investing, your mutual funds and your stockbrokers and your financial planners, and that's really all we're ever really taught. We're not taught about passive investing. We're not taught about being a private mortgage lender. And so, I try to give you that education because that's something that we fell into it years ago, and it has been just such a huge benefit for us, not only from the borrowing side, but from the lending side as well. We've been able to play both sides of it and be very successful at both ends of it. And so I think it's important that I get this information out there to you, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. There's a lot of different things that we can do as passive investors. There's all kinds of investments we can get involved with. We just happen to work in the real estate game. We're real estate investors, so we borrow money for short term, for long term, for owner finance, for mortgage notes. We do all these different things. And we also lend into those same categories as well. And so just want to give you yet another video with more education about that. So let me do my screen share here, and we'll get going on this video. On this video, I'm going to talk about building your reputation. And not a lot of people talk about this. I've actually never heard anybody tell me about it or talk about it, maybe once or twice in all the years I've been doing this. But your reputation is everything. And that was kind of how I was brought up to believe, and I believe that anyhow as a human being, which is good because that helps me out. But I think it's very important that we think about our reputation. And if you want to use private lenders, your reputation can be one of the strongest assets you've got. And in the beginning, and even to this day, the way that I've always built my reputation was by putting myself out in front of people. It's just like doing these videos for you, doing YouTube, doing this education. It's about putting myself out in front of you guys, in front of everybody, to show you who I am, to show you what kind of a person I am, to show you that I'm honest and ethical, the way I think, the way I do business. That's why I teach exactly what I do, because there's no secrets out there about what we do. There shouldn't be. I'm not a guru. I don't have secrets. All the gurus are the ones that have secrets. I don't. But I think it's very important. In the beginning, when I first started into this business, getting myself out in front of everybody was very important. And it wasn't about looking for private money. It was just trying to build my reputation that I was a good, hardworking real estate investor that was honest and ethical and worked really hard. And, so at every networking event I went to, I always made sure I had deals that I was pitching. I had deals I could bring with me, because in the beginning, all I did was wholesale. So I wasn't even looking for private money, but I knew in the future I would be. And setting that reputation up from the very beginning was everything. So think about that. Build a reputation for yourself of who you are. Show everybody who you are. Put yourself out in public, in front of people. As difficult as that is, and trust me, it can be very difficult. In the beginning, I was terrified doing it, but I had a coach and a mentor that kept pushing me to do it. And I'm so thankful for that to this day. But put yourself out there. Show people who you are. Let them see who you are. It will take you a long, long way. When you are out there in front of people, one of the things that you've got to think about, and this is something that's really hard, is, if you say you're going to do something, then you've got to follow through every time. You got to, one of my coach used to do is, another thing that he would do is, when we'd be at different events, he ran an event. So he would bring me up on stage periodically, and he would kind of throw me under the bus, really. And it was based because we were having a conversation and I was trying to get somewhere in my business. And he would make me publicly, well, he didn't make me, but he would want me to publicly announce what I was going to accomplish. And that was scary, but I would do it because it would make me follow through. You know, when you publicly announce that you're going to make a stand or do something, and you give it what you're going to do and you give the time frame you're going to do it in, by golly, you need to get it done. Because if you don't, guess what? Everybody that's listening to you when you're making that statement, they're going to remember, and they're going to be coming to you in 3 months or 4 months or 2 months or whatever time frame you said you were going to do something, and they're going to be asking you about it. Did you get that accomplished? And if I was going to say I was going to do it, I didn't want to be the guy that said, oh no, something happened, I didn't get it done. So I would think hard long and hard before I would do that, and make sure that if I was going to make a statement in public that I was going to do something, that I was going to do it 100%. So these are some things that I did. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do this, but it really helped me to build my character. It helped me build a reputation that has really helped me tremendously. Being a borrower, being a lender, all the different things that we do, these are the things that have helped me. And now to this day, I still do these things. I do them a little different because I've grown and I'm in a different place than I was in the beginning. But I still put myself out there by doing classes, by doing workshops, by doing a monthly meeting, by doing these videos. These are the things. So when I'm going and I'm talking to a seller, for example, when I'm sitting down at the kitchen table with a seller and I'm telling them what we're going to do, I can also tell them to go check me out, go find out who I am, and you'll see that I follow through with what I'm doing. It'll take you to so many great places. It will help you build some of the strongest relationships you could ever imagine. So building your reputation, I think, is everything. And, like I said, I've just given you some of the things that I have done. I'm not saying you have to do it exactly like I've done it, but put yourself out there, build a strong reputation. You will learn from it, you will grow from it, and it will attract people to you, whether you're on the borrower side or the lender side. If you're on the borrower side, you want to attract good lenders. If you're on the lender side, you want to attract good borrowers. It goes hand in hand. So show who your reputation is, show who you are. Till the next video, have a great day, guys. Bye.